we're back. This is Brian Wallace with Coach Charlie Titus. And Charlie, this is the big one. Boston against Connecticut. A jam-packed house here. It has been all day.
It's been rocking in the house today, Brian. Let's very quickly go over the games. In game one, Atlanta defeated New Jersey 100-70 with Jermaine Jones scoring 16 points and Deion Glover scoring 27 for the Atlanta team. In the second game, New Orleans defeated Chicago 99-87. And the leading scorer in that game was Edwin Daniels from New Orleans, who is headed to UNLV. And we had a game 3 tonight. And in that game, California, all the way from the West Coast, defeated the mighty New York team 96-87. So it's been rocking in the house all day today, Brian.
It really has. The crowd has, you know, they've been piling in here all day long. It's a hot day outside. It's starting to get a little bit hot in here now, but, you know, the basketball action is going to heat up as well as these two teams get ready to play. Some outstanding talent we're going to be seeing, Charlie. Let's talk a little bit about the Connecticut team first.
Well, Connecticut is coached by Ken Smith. Ken is the head coach at Windsor High School in Windsor, Connecticut. He's been there for 9 years. His teams are consistently ranked in the top 5 in the state of Connecticut. Interestingly enough, Ken's full-time job is as a corrections officer at one of the prisons down there. But he's been attempting to get them to play together as much as possible. It's a group of all-stars. They haven't been together that long. They haven't had great opportunity to practice. And, you know, as Coach said, this is a transition game. It's an all-star game. He's matched up against the Boston team, which is the home team, which means that they're supposed to be fodder for the home team in the tournament. I'm not so sure that's going to be true. They've got a nice squad. They're led by Edmund Saunders, who's a 6'4" swing player. He was the Gatorade Player of the Year of the state of Connecticut. And up until recently, he was in the top 5 nationally, high school players. They have a young man from Africa, Aju Ding, who is only a junior but already committed to the University of Connecticut. He's a 6'11" player with perimeter skills, which means he can get out on the floor, handle the ball, shoot it, and move it. And finally, they have Keon Smith playing the point guard. Keon, coach says Keon's really a combo guard. They've got him playing point because Will Solomon was supposed to be their point guard, and the last minute had to back out.
Charlie, you know, when we talk about high school or college games, we usually highlight 1 or 2, maybe even 3 players if it's a great team. These teams are 10 deep. I mean, these are all-star players. Every single one of these kids is an all-star player, and most of Division I players. And it's a treat to stay here. It's like the old Tech Tourney days where you go to the guys and you get a chance to see 4 outstanding games, and the talent level is just amazing. It's hard to believe that these are high school kids the way they play basketball.
Well, it is extremely hard to believe, but you know, today there is so much basketball with the AAU circuit, the neighborhood leagues, the schools, and the equipment that the youngsters have to get better with, from knotless to free weights. And the coaching has improved tremendously over the last 5 years or whatever. So, yeah, I think it is a treat to be here. You also have to recognize that these teams, while they come in representing various states, they truly represent those states. The players are from all over those states.
Absolutely, absolutely. And they mean business. Like California, they said they came 3,000 miles. They didn't come 3,000 miles, you know, just to fool around. They mean business, and they look really good. California, very impressive.
They play like they meant business. They're a big team.
7'2", 6'11". Talking high school kids here. Right. We're getting set for action here as the Boston team will start. Crooks, Kamal, Elton Tyler, Noah Coughlin, Mike Bradley. It's in the backcourt and out of bounds. And it's going to be off for Connecticut. That's number 5, Jarrell Brown. I'm sorry, that's his brother, Henry Brown, who is going to start. And we're going to have Edmund Saunders, Aju Ding, Henry Brown, and Kenyon Smith will be the starters for the Connecticut team. And we're all set for action here. This is Moments in Sports, bringing you our first shootout, and we're glad to be here. Boston has the ball up top. This is number 5. That's Shannon Crook's ball stolen away. This is Kenyon Smith. Big pick it up. No good. He's fouled right away as Noah Coughlin got back on defense and fouled Kenyon Smith. Smith averaged 22 points a game in high school for his high school team. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Foul was on Noah Coughlin. Noah's 6'5". Plays for Tabor Academy. Tabor's got quite a team down there.
And Noah's quite a player. Great shooter, Brian.
First shot by Smith is up and no good. Smith is 6'3". He's going to Hartford, University of Hartford next year. just underway. This is Brian Wallace with Charlie Titus. You're watching the 25th annual Boston Shootout here at Umass Boston, and it's quite a treat for everyone who's in attendance. There's quite a few people in attendance. And two no good. That's unusual for Smith. Rebounded by Mike Bradley. Gets it up to Crooks. Now this is Noah Coughlin. Coughlin, nice move. Noah Coughlin lays it up and in. Boston takes a 2-0 lead. Right back at them is Henry Brown. Henry covered by Shannon Crooks. The jump shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Big Mike Bradley. Bradley quickly outlets it to Shannon Crooks. Crook over the 10-second. Nice pass to Tyler. Tyler on the baseline. Double team. Puts it up, blocked. Gets it back again. Loses it on the baseline. Has it again. Puts it up, blocked again. That doesn't happen usually to Elton Tyler. 2 in a row blocked, and here comes Connecticut. This is Edmund Saunders. That's unusual, Charlie.
Well, you know, it's going to be a good test for Edmund because when he played in Boston in the high schools, there were not a lot of youngsters his size to play against.
Shot is up by Ding. No good. Rebound in there by Elton Tyler. Tyler usually wears 33 in high school, and Mike Bradley's wearing that number tonight. Now, this is Shannon Crooks, who was on the all-tournament team last year as a junior. He's going to St. John's. Shannon gets a pick to buzz of a jump shot, and nothing but net. 4-0. Boston with a quick lead with 8:45 to go here first period. We're going to play 10-minute periods here. It's in the shootout. This, once again, is Henry Brown way up top, covered by Shannon Crooks.
One of the things the viewers should watch for is the defense by both teams. All the teams here have great offensive skills. Getting up and down the floor, great transition, but how can they play defense?
Nice pass to Rel Brown from his brother Henry Brown. Lays it up and in. Connecticut's on the board. 4-3 the score. 8:20 to go here. First period. This is Shannon Crooks. Crooks now Connecticut man-to-man. Crooks way up on top, covered by Kenyon Smith. Gets it across high on the left to Brown. Now back down low to Bradley. Bradley double team back to Coughlin. No, Coughlin all the way across to Crooks. Crooks drives, now goes baseline, turnaround jumper. Shannon Crooks, no good. Bradley over the back, no call. Rebound in there by Deng and Elton Tyler fight for the ball. There's going to be a foul called on Elton Tyler. You're right, Charlie. Elton's not used to seeing guys his size or taller than him in the high school ranks.
Yeah, well, I think they both got tied up a little bit. Neither one wanted to back off. The foul was called on Tyler because Aju had possession of the ball.
Aju, 6'11", going to be attending Connecticut University, and you said he's only a junior?
He's only a junior, but he's committed to Connecticut already.
Connecticut's committed to him, I'll say. He's going to play. Henry Brown. Brown, a stop jump shot is no good. Rebound in there. But right back up again by Edmund Saunders, but no good rebound. Battle around. Saunders has it again. Saunders in traffic, stolen away. Nicely, here comes Boston back. This is Crooks. Shannon Crooks behind the back. Nice move. Crooks whack. Nice pass to Kamal. Jamal Kamal is blocked, by the foul is going to be down low. And Aju Ding, as you've seen Shannon Crooks doing the magic that he can do, Charlie.
Well, I think that was good teamwork between Shannon Crooks and Jamal Kamal. You can tell they've played together before. Jamal got out, he filled the wing, he pushed Shannon to the middle of the floor. Shannon held the ball long enough to make the defense commit and made a great pass.
Shannon Crooks, as we mentioned, going to St. John's out of Everett High School. Shot is up and hits the back of the rim by Jamal Kamal. Jamal played at Salem High originally, then went to prep school. He's going to be going to Providence, 6'4", and he's a good one. Played with Scooney Penn down there at Salem.
Well, he's a real interesting player. He gets a lot done on the floor. He's very smart. He just knows how to play.
That time he didn't get it done, and Crooks has the rebound. Crooks stop, jump shot, looks like it's shot around the rim, no good. Put back up, and so here comes Aju Ding, the big guy taking all the way up and south. Aju Ding, as you mentioned, he gets on the perimeter, and that time he got a little bit carried away, but you can see his skills, Charlie, as you mentioned.
Yeah, just a little bit too fancy. As I say, the mustard was too hot.
6'11", taking the ball up like a god.
He certainly can handle it, can he?
Here comes Crooks. Crooks covered by Kenyon Smith. They clear it aside now. Noah Coughlin didn't expect the pass, went off his arm. He gets it back. Crooks gets a pick from Bradley, doesn't use it, blows by to Tyler. Tyler puts him up and in. Beautiful move and a great look by Shannon Crooks. Tyler was hit down low. The basket's going to count. He'll go to the line. Great look once again by Shannon Crooks.
I find it interesting. A number of people question Shannon's ability to play the point guard, or that is to control the team, to draw, to drive, draw, and dish, as they say. He's doing a fantastic job so far. He's getting the defense attracted to him. He's making the right passes. Great decisions.
Charlie, I'm not sure they're going to question that after tonight. Shannon Crooks, I've seen him so often. He just does everything on the court. He gets back on defense. And a lot of these kids you mentioned play together. A lot of them play in Leo Papil's AAU team. So they've been around. They play together a lot.
Well, they know each other fairly well. And, Boston is not tremendously big, particularly when it comes to basketball. So a lot of these youngsters do get an opportunity to play together quite a bit. Shannon, Jamal, we've got a number of youngsters here who all played last year for the shootout team. Jamal, Shannon, Jonathan DePina. Scott Clark, Elton, they were all a part of it last year.
Yep. And the MVP's in the house. Monty Mack. I saw Monty walking around early. He was last year's MVP now at Umass. We'll be playing there next year with Jonathan DePina, his guard at South Boston High. And this is the first time I've ever seen Jonathan DePina not start a game.
Well, Brian, first of all, Monty is not just in the house. He's working as a volunteer for the shootout this year. Isn't that wonderful? But I think that Coach Logan decided not to start Jonathan on purpose. And what he wants to do is to have him come off the bench and take the game to another level on the offensive end of the floor. Not a bad strategy.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's amazing that you can have guys like Jonathan coming off the bench, along with Q Randall and Scott Clark, Gene Bain. I mean, all of them right down the line. It's just an incredible team that Abner Logan has put together here. They lead right now, 6-2. Elton Tyler's at the line. He'll be shooting one. The basket was good. The foul was on Aju Ding. Elton Tyler going to Miami next year. Shot is up around, and he gets the roll. He's really improved his foul shooting. Someone's worked with him all summer, Charlie. He's really improved. Okay, back comes Connecticut. They trail now 7-2. This is Henry Brown. Jump shot is up and good. Number 21, Edmund Saunders. Saunders can score. He averaged 29 points a game, so you know he can light it up. 7-4 the score. Crooks now. Oh, nice pass to Tyler. Tyler jams! Great look down low by Shannon Crooks to Elton Tyler. 9-4, the crowd getting into it now as Henry Brown comes back. Henry covered by Crooks, decides to take it out. Now he calls the play. I don't think the shot clock's going to come to effect much tonight. Saunders has it. Saunders looking low. Now there's 12 on the shot clock. Covered by Elton Tyler. Ball batted around, stolen away. Here comes Jamal Kamal. Jamal Kamal being pressured now in the forecourt. Kamal drives, sees a lane, now backs it out. Nice hands in there by Connecticut. And there's a nice steal as they're going to call a timeout. Kenyon Smith, nice
hustle.
Yeah,
great hustle, Brian.
Shannon Crooks telling his teammate Jamal Kamal to get him the ball, and I think he's right in that situation. Kamal thought he saw a lane, Charlie, and decided to take it, but you saw the quickness of Kenyon Smith, who comes in here, Charlie, averaging 23 points and 5 steals a game. So you know that he can do it on both ends of the court as well.
Well, you know, when you talk about quickness, it's at both ends of the floor. Both teams have it. So you can't have mental lapses or you can't make mistakes in a game like this. And I think that Jamal, you're right. I think he saw the opening. He started to take it. It got closed down. At that point, he probably would have been better served to pick up the ball and find a good pass as opposed to sort of playing with it and trying to create more of a play that wasn't there.
So Connecticut gets the ball on the steal by Kenyon Smith, his first. Edmund Saunders will inbound, 6'4". He's going to play at UConn next year in the backcourt. Now Jonathan DePina now in the game. First time we've seen Jonathan, and he picks up Henry Brown in the backcourt. Now in the forecourt, Brown, Jonathan all over him. DePina can really play defense. Now Ding way out on top. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Covered by Bradley. Goes right, stops. A jumper from the foul line's good. You mentioned his perimeter shooting.
Out on the perimeter, yeah.
Wow. 6-11 out on the perimeter. 9-6 to score. 5:54. DePina goes right around the defense. DePina, nice pass to Bradley. Bradley jams. Jonathan DePina, as you mentioned, comes in and just changes the tempo.
Yeah, he changes it, but I think what we're seeing from Boston is a lot of penetration in addition to the big man. It looks like their strategy is going to be to try and get the ball to the big guys as much as possible.
Kenyon Smith that time took it all the way in, and Bradley stood his ground. The foul will be called on Kenyon Smith, an offensive foul. Boston gets the ball back, leading 11-6, 5:36 to go in the first period. Number 12, Chris Iden comes in the game for Connecticut.
It's going to be interesting to see how Connecticut defends Boston's penetration and dish. Don't forget, Boston has great three-point shooters, too.
So far, they were going inside. Nice move, crossover by DePina. Gets a pick from Bradley, uses it now up top to Crooks. Crooks and DePina in the backcourt, not bad. Now they back it up. Ball is off their leg. We're going to say a kick call, so the ball will go over to Boston. New 24-second clock. 5:23 to go in the first period, 11-6 Boston. Shannon Crooks inbounds. Gets it to Tyler on the pick, down baseline, and is going to back it all the way out. Crooks, great move. Shannon goes baseline. Shannon, dipsy-doo, puts it up and no good, but he's fouled. You saw Shannon, all his repertoire that time. Did a little bit of everything, got fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2.
That's what the shootout's all about. Show your skills. Take it to the playground.
That's what the crowd loves. I was watching a game really, one of the players had a breakaway, and he just jammed it real easy, and the crowd booed him. No such thing in the shootout. You got to take it up forceful. Crooks' first shot, no good. It's talking to Jonathan DePina. So that's a dream backcourt, DePina and Crooks. Second shot is up, and that one's good. 12-6.
He stayed with that a little better, Brian, in terms of his follow-through.
Okay, now DePina pressing all over the court. He's on Smith. DePina right in his shirt. Now, nice move by Smith. Goes around DePina. Takes it all the way. Lays it up in. No good. Rebound by Tyler. Tyler now clears house. Gets it quickly up to Jamal Kamal. Looking for a guard. Finds DePina. DePina high on the right side. Jonathan, beautiful pass to Kamal. Jam. Great look by Jonathan DePina to Jamal Kamal.
And Brian, it was just an old-fashioned give-and-go play. Jamal made the pass to DePina and kept moving. He moved without the ball and got it right back.
Now Brown drives, puts it up, no good. 3 Connecticut players. Ding hit the rim, no call. Now Saunders puts it up, he's fouled that time. That time Ding grabbed the rim, no call on it.
I thought it should have been an offensive goaltender. The ball turned over to Boston, actually.
Now Q Randall's coming in the game along with Scott Clark.
Q is an interesting player. He's really improved himself. He's from Thayer Academy. He's a great outside shooter. He also gets to the hole very well, and he can defend. Scott Clark is a pure shooter. You're going to enjoy watching him. He's got one of the quickest releases you're ever going to see.
Robert Dawson checks back in the lineup for Connecticut. 2 free throws that time. 14-8 is the score. 4:36 to go. DePina now way up on top. Gets a pick, uses it, goes all the way. Jump shot from the side, no good by Randall. Back comes Connecticut. This is Edmund Saunders. Nice move. Saunders takes it strong to the hole, lays it up and off the glass. Great move by Edmund Saunders.
That was a good move. Big time move, Brian.
14-10 now the score as DePina brings it back up for Boston. 4:14 to go in the first period. DePina way up on top. Gets a pick from Tyler. Uses it. Now backs it out. Scott Clark, long jump shot, scored.
That's his game. He's graded. Did you see that quick release? Good pressure, nice steal.
Still like Shannon Crooks. Crooks takes that. Oh, good play up. Shannon Crooks plays for the crowd, and they love it. 19-10, great move by Shannon Crooks. Now DePina pressing Alberto all over the court. Alberto Alberti just come in the game. Shannon Crooks and Jonathan DePina putting on a show here for the hometown crowd. Kendon Smith's going to come back in the lineup for Boston. Jason Smith, first time we've seen Jason, plays in Winchendon. He's in the lineup. A lot of changes now. Gene Bain in the lineup for Boston, replacing Shannon Crook, and he should get a hand, and he does.
It looks like Coach Logan's going to go all the way down the bench tonight and give everybody some playing time.
Okay, this is Saunders. Saunders takes stolen away. Here comes Jonathan DePina right back at him. 19-10, DePina all the way. Drives by Alberta, puts up off the glass. Patented Jonathan DePina move. 21-10 the score. 3:29 to go. DePina now all over Alberto. Over comes John Bain to play him. Now it's quickly up to Kenyon Smith. This is Alberto. Alberto throws up a long 3. Is no good, very shot. Rebound knocked off Scott Clark. Pass back to number 34. That's Robert Doss, who just came in the lineup. Now they go down low to Doss. 17 on the shot clock. Doss tries to move in. Nice pass to Kenyon Smith. Kenyon Smith, his second offensive foul.
Boston is doing a great defensive job right now. They're all over the ball. They're hawking. They're rotating well. They're covering and supporting one another. Connecticut has a couple of people who act like they're not even sure they want to have the ball right now, to be honest with you.
And they want a timeout. They want to talk it over. That's a 3rd foul on Kenyon Smith, Charlie, and that's a huge foul. 2 of them are offensive. So, I mean, the leading scorer coming in here, Kenyon Smith, going to Hartford University, has picked up 3 quick fouls with 3:05 to go in the first period. So we're not going to see him for a while.
Well, Kenyon Smith is a point guard, and they brought in who was it? Doss? Who was
no, Albert Alberto.
Albert Alberto. He's not on my roster.
No, he's not on mine either.
He's the backup point guard, and he hasn't done that well against DePina so far with the kind of defensive pressure Boston's applying. They got to have Kenyon Smith in this game.
Not many people do well against DePina anyway.
That's true.
Scott Clark out there now, along with number 12, Gene Bain, going to Northeastern next year. Scott Clark, what a shooter, played at Charlestown High and transferred. You know, going to Notre Dame Academy.
Gene Bain's an interesting story. He went to Medford High a few years back, took some time off, a year off, then went to prep school up at Brixton Academy, and has played himself and made himself into a player, played his way into a scholarship at Northeastern. I think he's going to help him a lot.
DePina up top, DePina right by Alberto, makes that patented move once again, that stop and gets good elevation. He's fouled on the play. How many times have you seen that, Charlie?
But they're doing this still. It's the penetration. Brian. They're attacking the hoop, they're getting inside, and they're causing a lot of problems for the Connecticut team right now.
Number 12, Chris Island back in the lineup, replacing Alberto. Jonathan DePina at the line from South Boston, all-scholastic dream teamer. Going to Umass and playing up there with Monty Mack next year. Bruce Flint will be glad to get this guy. Billy Lockman's sorry to miss him, though, I'll tell you. Billy's over there crying with Leo Papel.
Back together again, Jonathan and Monty.
22-10 is the score. 12-point lead with 2:48 to go in the first period. DePina at the line. There you get a nice look at Jonathan. Second shot is up and perfect. 13-point lead with 2:48 to go. Now in the backcourt, this is Henry Brown, covered by DePina. Gets it across to Deng. Deng double team. Good defense. Scott Clark is over there now. He's going to say he traveled. There's that trap defense that Abner Logan has installed, and that time it worked again.
What they're running is a 2-1-2 full-court press. They try and force the ball at the sideline. The middle man of the press goes to the ball and traps with the strong side.
This is Jason Smith, a long jump shot, no good. Rebound in there by Jarrell Brown. Brown's going to take it up himself. 2:26 to go. Across to Henry Brown. Henry drives back to Darrell. Darrell makes room. Ball is blocked. But they're going to call a foul that time as Jason Smith got over. No, I'm sorry. That was Q Randall. Q was 6'7", attending Winchendon. Q's quite a player as well. It's incredible to have these guys coming off the bench.
But they're going after everything right now. Boston's really has it going defensively, and if Coach Logan is going to use all 10 players, and they can go after it. I think he has a lot of confidence in this crew, every single one of them.
Here's a nice look at Jarrell Brown, 6'2", going to University of Manhattan. Shot is up and good. 23-11 is the score. 2:21 to go. There you see some of the crowd on hand here, and it's been a huge crowd all day long, as we've seen four great games. This is the fourth game of the. Started out in the afternoon. Now it's late in the evening. Ball is rebounded and after miss by Jason Smith. Smith gets it up to Q Randall, now to DePina. DePina covered in the backcourt by Chris Island. DePina calls a play now. They clear out the middle. There's Scott Clark off the pick, no good. Ball is batted around. Wow, did Jason Smith get up that time? Deng get up just a little bit higher, though. Aju Deng now gets it to one of his guys. This is Edmund Saunders. Saunders covered in the backcourt. Now the forecourt by Scott Clark. Saunders now looking for some help. Gets it way up top to Henry Brown. Henry Brown all the way across now to Chris Island. Back way up top, 9 on the shot clock. This is Brown now to Deng. Deng looking low to Saunders. Saunders moves the ball out of bounds. I'm going to say it's Boston ball. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Good defense once again, Charlie.
Conn had a little trouble getting into some offense that time, too. And, Coach was concerned about that when we talked to him before the game. Ken Smith, he didn't have, he just had 1 point guard. He didn't have his original point guard. Were they going to be able to get into their offense and execute appropriately? It's a problem.
Now Gene Bain up top. Noah Coughlin back in the lineup. Down low, put up, no good. Back comes Connecticut. This is Henry Brown. Henry Brown by Gene Bain across to Darrell Brown. Darrell Brown puts it up and good, and he's fouled. Great move that time by Darrell Brown. Noah Coughlin fouled him on the shot. The basket's good, and he'll go to the line for one more.
Took good physical strength on Brown's part to finish that play.
Certainly did. He's in the weight room a little bit. 23-13 as Jamal Kamal comes in, replacing Coughlin. Coughlin just picked up a quick foul. Mike Bradley now is going to check in as well. Mike Bradley, 6'10". He's going to Connecticut, Kentucky next year. Charlie, that's not a bad school. Not a bad basketball school.
And you know what? He'll do very well down there. He understands how to play this game. He plays it well inside. He stays within himself. He does not try and do things he can't do. The things that he does do, he does very well.
3-point play the old-fashioned way for Darrell Brown that time is they come to within 9 now. 23-14, 1:22 to go. DePina up top. DePina just goes right by the defense, bounce past to Gene Bain. Bain now in traffic, gets it back to Jonathan. Jonathan backs it all the way out high on the left. Way up top to Mike Bradley. Bradley looking for Bain, finds him high on the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Gene now double team. Way up top, they have to shoot 3. Bradley 2 on the shot clock. He's not going to get it off. Good defense that time by Connecticut.
Yeah, I think the backcourt's real quick now, but I think there's a little bit of question as to what they wanted to accomplish that time.
First time we've seen the shot clock come into play here. Now Boston pressing all over the court, a zone press. This is Deng once again. Aju Deng. Nice pass to Island. Jump shot from the side, no good. Deng with the rebound. Back up and in. Nice play by Aju Deng. 23-16, 7-point lead with 45 seconds to go in the first period. Kamal gets it to DePina in the backcourt. Now Jonathan takes it up slowly. Back to Jamal Kamal, goes baseline, now backs it out, picks up his dribble, gets it to Bradley, back up to DePina. 34 seconds to go. Jonathan goes left. Jonathan leads. Going to have a foul outside. Jonathan just uses his body so well. That time he leaned into the defender.
Yeah, he's not extremely tall, but he certainly is very strong, and he understands how to play physically.
Played for South Boston High. Won a couple state champions there with Monty Mack and the crew. And as you mentioned, going to UMass. 31.4 seconds to go in the first period. 23-16 is the score. There you see Jonathan DePina. Jonathan got a large following in the crowd here tonight. His foul is on hand. 24-16, 8-point lead. Jonathan will have one more shot. Coach Logan getting his players in quickly here, shuffling them in and out, getting all 10 players in the game.
I expect he'll go right back with the press again if he makes this shot.
2 for DePina, 25-16.
There it is.
See that full court zone press again. They get it up nicely to Saunders. Saunders picks up his dribble, throws up a long jump shot, is no good. Rebounded in by Bradley. Bradley, nice rebound, strong rebound, drops it off to DePina. DePina double teamed in the backcourt, gets around the trap. Now Jonathan all the way across to Gene Bain, 16. Bain get away with the travel. They're down low. Bradley puts it up, no good. Rebound is battled around. Bradley has it again. Bradley leans in, puts it up, no good, and he's fouled. Foul is on Deng. I think that's his third, Charlie.
It's great work on the offensive boards by Bradley. And I think the quickness is wearing him down a little bit. The backcourt quickness is tremendous for Boston. And I'll tell you the other thing, Brian. The last time Conn did a good job of breaking the press and attacking, but it was one shot. There was never a pass made. They got it up and shot it.
You see Mike Bradley. Bradley, you mentioned going to Kentucky. First shot is up, no good. Mike will have one more. Mike played for Worcester Burncoat. 9.6 seconds left in the first period. 25-16 is the score. Boston with the lead. Bradley has one more. Shot is up and make it a 10-point lead. 26-16, under 10. Now they're pressing all over the court. Gene Bain all over Henry Brown. Brown, nice move behind his back. Picks up his dribble now, throws it up. It's no, the other hit a whistle. Nothing there. All the way up. Scott Clark throws up a runner. Is no good. Hits the back of the rim as the time expires here in the first period. So we're through one here with the score. Boston 26. And Connecticut 16, a great first period as we expected, Charlie.
Well, Boston was firmly in control of that first period. Their press worked very well for them. They gave the Connecticut team one shot, and that was over. If they didn't make that shot, Boston was rebounding well and kicking it out. They attacked the basket on this end of the floor very well. A lot of penetration, a lot of dishing, a lot of shots, and they got to the foul line very effectively.
Charlie, well, we have a moment. I want to thank our sponsors here today. John Stenson from the Erie Pub, a good friend of ours who is helping us here, and Skip Griffin from the Boston Globe, two people that are very concerned about basketball and high school basketball, and it's great that they helped us out getting these games on here today.
I think it's wonderful. Both of those men support a lot of youth endeavors in this city.
And speaking of players, Charlie, I was just looking when doing some research on the game coming up here tonight, and just looking at some of the names. Let me read you some of the names. We'll do it throughout the course of the game. But some of the players who started the shootout: James Bailey, Kenny Carr, Bob Carrington, Adrian Danley. These are all players who played in the shootout and have gone on to much better things. Bo Ellis, King Gaskins, Mike Glenn, Ricky Green, Bernard King, Ronnie Perry, Wayne Shree Rollins, Sly Williams, Mark Akers, Mark Aguirre, Rolando Blackman, Adrian Branch, Terry Cummings. Now the bad start. We'll go through that list as we go on.
That's just the beginning, huh?
Unbelievable. Talk about talented people, and this tournament has really come a long way in 25 years, Charlie. And it's great to be over at UMass tonight. It's just a great setting for it.
Well, we think this is where it belongs, and we're happy to have it here.
I do too. Okay, we're starting the second here. 10-point Boston lead, 26-16. DePina picks up Henry Brown. Brown now picks up his dribble way up top to Chris Island. Island back to Brown. 14 on the shot clock. Now downloaded. Now defense again. Now the steal. Here comes DePina. Pina up to Jamal Kamal. Off his foot. Connecticut with the steal. The pass up. They have a 2-on-1 break now. Nice pass to Saunders. Jams. Beautiful pass from Brown to Saunders. He jammed it. 26-18.
Connecticut's great play. Now they're putting a little bit of pressure on.
Now DePina to Shannon Crooks back in. Shin throws up a long jumper. No good. Rebounded by Deng. Aju Deng, the junior who's Charlie Mel. Nice steal by Shannon Crooks. Crooks jams. Shannon Crooks putting on a show here tonight. 28-18. St. John's is getting a player in this kid, I'll tell you.
Sure they are.
Double team now, Deng. They get over the back court, their violation. Henry Brown all the way. Now they get down low. Draw was stolen away. They try to go to Darrell Brown. Here comes Shannon Crook once again behind his back. Crook takes it, loses control. Elton Tyler, he loses control, gets it back. A little sloppy now. Bradley across the DePina, Jonathan's hands, and play was a little sloppy that time. They couldn't find the handle. Alberto coming in now for Connecticut. along with Alani Beckles, 6'9", from Cheshire Academy.
Cheshire has a long history of producing some outstanding players.
Edmund Saunders going to get a rest, and Boston's happy about that. 28-18 Alberto in the backcourt now. Over the forecourt, picked up by DePina now. Across Tyler. Tyler way out, covering Darrell Brown. There's going to be a foul that time as Bradley was really overplaying Aju Dang, and the foul was called real quick.
Well, you know, I would like to see them go to Aju Dang a little bit more inside. I'd love to see this matchup materialize between Bradley and Aju.
6'11" for Dang and 6'10" for Bradley down low. They swung Darrell Brown free. Darrell puts up off the glass and in. Nice move. Nice inbounds play that time.
Someone went to sleep on defense on that one.
28-20 to score. 8-point Boston lead as DePina slowly brings it over the 10-second line. DePina covered by Alberto. Now they clear out. DePina goes right. Now back left. Now back right. Here's Alberto going every which way but loose. Beautiful ball away jump shot. How do you stop that, Charlie?
Well, you don't. All you do is try and control it. You stay in front. That's just a great move and a great shot.
Now it's back down low. Brown tries to make room for himself. Puts Darrell Brown. Beautiful move up and in. Darrell Brown with a couple of nice moves here. He's going to get the basket that time, and he's going to go to the line as well. So Darrell Brown keeping Connecticut in the game here.
It seems like Connecticut may have been a little bit intimidated, a little bit unsure to start the game, but they certainly have enough skill level and enough players to find themselves. I mean, I think they belong here. And, you know, Boston can't take them lightly or go to sleep. Sometimes that happens when you get out to that lead early.
Charlie, there have been some great players from Connecticut. Some great players. 30-23 is the score. 7-point lead now with 8:07 to go. Now Jonathan DePina picked up by Alberto. Tyler trails the play. Now Tyler ahead of the play. Goes baseline. Way up top to Bradley. Bradley fakes the three. Now to Jonathan. Jonathan goes right. Gets a pick. Backs it out. 11 on the shot clock. Picked up by Alberto. 9 on the shot clock. Way up top to Bradley, 7 on the shot clock. Across now to Kamal. Kamal leans, puts it up, no good, didn't hit the rim. 2 on the shot clock, has to put it up, and he's going to be fouled just before the shot clock expired.
Yeah, he stayed with it. Unfortunately, he got the rebound. Actually, it didn't touch the rim, but I think someone hit it on its way up. It was partially blocked. Staying with it caused him to get the foul on his second attempt.
Foul is on Beckles, his first. 2 shots for Jamal Kamal. There you see Jamal going to Providence next year, one of the Friars. First shot is up and no good. And replacement for Connecticut. We're going to see Henry Brown come back in the lineup. Henry, 6'2", hasn't decided on the college yet, Charlie. I'm sure a lot of colleges are looking at Henry Brown.
I would imagine.
As a college coach, I know you wouldn't mind having him over here. Second shot is up and good by Jamal Kamal. 31-23, 8-point lead, 7:43 to go in the first half. Now the pressure all over the court. Ball is batted away, and here they come back again. Crooks has numbers 3-on-2. Joel Shannon lays it up and in. Beautiful move by Shannon. Cook fakes to Bradley. Laid it up and in.
I don't think that Alberto knew which way to go on that.
He's having trouble with DePina and Shannon Crooks. Now up and in once again. Nice move that time. Down low by Beckles.
You know, when Connecticut gets the ball inside, they're pretty effective.
DePina gets a pick way up top to Shannon Crooks. Crooks covered by Henry Brown. Shannon gets a pick from Bradley, uses it, goes left, continues left. Oh, beautiful pass to Elton Tyler, puts it up and in. Shannon Crooks is just having an incredible game here tonight with 7 minutes to go. Boston leads 10. Alberto picked up in the back with double team. Darrell, nice move. Darrell puts it up, blocked by Mike Bradley. Bradley looking for an outlet. Finds Crooks. Here comes Shannon. Shannon quickly over the 10-second line. Nice pass once again to Kamal. Kamal puts it up, and it's fouled. Shannon Crooks is just putting on the show here tonight.
Well, he's very fluid this evening. He's moving with good confidence. He's under control. And you know what? His teammates are feeding off him. They're playing off him very, very well. He's making great decisions, and he's getting people the ball in spots that they can be effective in.
Edmund Sanders and Robert Doss back in the lineup for Connecticut. Kamal will have 2 shots. Foul was on Beckles, his second. 2 quick fouls for Beckles, and Coach Ken Smith got him out of the game very quickly. First shot is up and good by Jamal Kamal.
In fairness to Connecticut, and I ought to reiterate, Coach did tell me that they have not had a lot of opportunities to practice. And one of the things he said, he didn't think that his players really realized how powerful and strong this tournament was until they saw the first couple of games up here today.
In the crowd. They break the press that time. Sanders now to Alberto. Alberto stops, picks up his dribble now in the lane. Ball is down low. Aju back out top. Alberto, another long three. This time hits the front of the rim. No good. Ball is batted around, and Shannon Crooks has it. Crooks quickly up to DePina. A little bit long. Ball is knocked out of bounds. We're going to see what the call is. I'm going to say it's Boston's ball. Jonathan was helping them out with that call.
Well, I also think that the home team got a little bit of help.
Nothing wrong with home cooking.
No.
Now Jonathan way up top. Covered by Alberto. Clear out the middle for Jonathan. Goes right, now back. Nice pass down low to Kamal, puts it up and in. Great look that time by DePina. Two fantastic guys dishing the ball out for Boston. 39-25. Quickly up to Darrell Brown. Darrell deep in the corner. Saunders a long set shot is up and good.
He's got to make it. They only get one shot, Brian. Boston has been very effective on the defensive boards.
39-27. 12-point lead, 5:56. Jamal Kamal, long three-pointer was no good. Rebound in there by Aju Dang. Dang looking for a guard. Gets it way up top now to Alberto. Alberto back to Darrell Brown. Darrell Brown makes another nice move. The ball is batted around. Aju Dang has it. Dang puts it up, blocked by Bradley, and still in bounds. No call. Now Alberto fakes the three, drive, stops, throws up a long jump shot is good. Nice move by Alberto.
Shoots it better when the defense is all over him.
39-29, 10-point lead, 5:22 to go in the first half. Crooks gets a pick from Bradley. Now continues left, picked up by, got a mismatch there with Dang. Now he's double teamed. Down low to DePina. DePina moves, puts up left hand and in. Great move by Jonathan DePina. Switch hands in midair. 41-29, 5 minutes to go in the first half. As you hear Willie May, our announcer here, celebrity announcer, public address system. Now Saunders picks up his dribble, gets it way up, out and back now to Doss. Stolen away. Here comes Jonathan. Jonathan ahead of the fail. Jonathan DePina lays it up and in. 43-29, 14-point lead. Alberto got away with the walk that time. Quickly in the forecourt. This is Darrell Brown. Darrell puts it up and off the glass and in. He likes that move.
He's a fine-looking player, particularly
really
going to the hole. He does a nice job.
6'2", going to Manhattan next year. 12-point lead, 4:34 to go. DePina picked up by Alberti. Now Mike Bradley. Bradley picked up by Aju Dang. Bradley holds 12 on the shot clock. Bradley goes in the lane. Bradley tries to make room for himself. Puts it up, blocked. It'll be Boston ball with 8 on the shot clock. A whole host of subs coming in for Boston now. Noah Coughlin, Scott Clark, and Jason Smith all coming in live, replacing Bradley, Kamar, and Elton Tyler. So Coach Abner Logan getting his subs in quicker in a hot and humid night. Now this is Noah Clark way up top now to DePina. 6 on the shot clock. I'm not sure he knows it. 5 on the shot clock. Now I'm not sure they know how much on the shot clock. No, they didn't.
They're not paying attention to the shot clock. It's the second time this evening, Brian.
If they were down the other end of the court, you can be sure Abner Logan would have been yelling, but they were up the other end, so the Connecticut coach, Ken Smith, wasn't saying a word. 43-31, 4:13 to go in the first half. Alberto picked up in the backcourt by DePina. Pass is batted, but Saunders comes out and plays it. Noah Coughlin comes out and plays him. Now goes left, Coughlin, good defense, now back right, spins, foul line jumper is good, nice move once again by Edmund Saunders. 29-point average, 13 rebounds, and 4 steals a game. He's a complete player for Connecticut.
Great elevation on that shot he just took, too.
Back down to 10, 43-33, 3:47 to go. DePina backs it out. Now Shannon Crooks. Crooks goes left, now back right. Oh, great hesitation move. Shannon drives. Shannon, knifed away. Aju Dang was there and just battled it away. 6 on the shot clock. Jonathan goes left. Jonathan leans. Jonathan puts it up in. No good. Rebound by Aju Dang. Dang knocked out of bounds. It'll be Connecticut ball.
Well, I tell you what, Jonathan DePina and Shannon Crooks see Aju Dang. They know how big he is, how quick he is, how well he jumps, and they're taking the ball right to him.
They certainly are. Now Saunders picked up in the backcourt by Noah Coughlin, 43-33, 10-point lead, 3:23 to go, first half. This is Saunders. Saunders goes left. Coughlin bats it away, picks it up. Nice pass down low, a little bit long though, and DePina has the rebound. Off the backboard. Jonathan takes it up over half court. Jonathan hit, no call. Ball is stolen away and knocked out of bounds. It'll be Boston ball. Jonathan wanted a call on that as Darrell Brown hit him, but he didn't get one. 3:09 to go in the first half, 23 on the shot clock. Gene Bain comes in to replace Jonathan DePina. Jonathan gets a well-deserved hand, Jolly, as he goes to the bench. Now Noah Coughlin, 6'5" out of Tabor Academy. Gets it across to Gene Bain. Gene throws up a long jumper. Is no good. High for the rebound is Edmund Saunders. You can see why he averaged 13 rebounds a game. Saunders comes back up, pass ahead of the field to Aju Dang. A little bit long for him. Couldn't control it. Boston gets it back.
I thought it was a good look. There's no question about that. A little bit too much pepper on it.
Under 3 now, 10-point Boston lead, 2:50 to go. Gene Bain just takes his time as he brings it over half court, picked up by Alberto. Call a play, looking for someone to break. This is Jason Smith. Now Coughlin. Coughlin goes in the paint, pass down low, the shot clock off the glass a little bit too hard. Rebounded by Aju Dang. Here he comes again. Up top to Darrell Brown. Darrell Brown likes this move, puts it up, no good, a little bit shot that time, hit the front of the rim, and Shannon Crooks has the ball. 2:21 to go.
Shannon might have got a piece of that shot too.
There's Shannon. Back to Gene Bain. Gene drives. Gene stops. A jumper. No good. A little bit shot. Rebound in there by Dang. Dang quickly out to Darrell Brown. They have numbers 3-on-1. Alberto back to Saunders. Saunders puts it up. No good. And back comes Scott Clark.
I don't think he ever had control of that ball.
From behind, Alberto makes a nice defensive play. Alberto got back, and here he has the ball again. Alberto quickly up to Darrell Brown. Darrell Brown ahead of the field. Puts it up and good. No good, and he's fouled. He loves that glass. Darrell Brown. Good action here with 1:54 to go. 43-33 is the score. Boston has a 10-point lead, and they want a timeout. And with 1:54 to go, that's...
I think in that quarter, in this quarter so far, Boston's taken more, attempted more outside jumpers than they did in the first quarter. And I think that it's showing a little bit. I mean, they're still playing well. They still have the lead. I think they're much more effective when they penetrate and dish or penetrate and shoot.
As we mentioned, we have 1:54 to go in the first half. 43-30. This is Brian Wallace with Charlie Titus for Moments in Sports. We're glad you tuned in here. And we'll be back tomorrow with Boston. Hopefully they'll be playing Atlanta. Atlanta, New Orleans, and California winners in the first 3 games. And the winner of this game will play Atlanta. And hopefully we're bringing you Boston. Nonetheless, it'll be at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we hope you tune in for the second game of our shootout presentation. And tomorrow night at 7:30 will be the finals live on Sports Channel. So you get all the action here this weekend.
Well, Atlanta is extremely good. And they have a young player, Jermaine Jones.
And Dion Glover. 2 of them.
Dion Glover is the big name, but I watched Jermaine Jones earlier today. He is a special basketball player.
You know, it's funny. People come in here expecting Glover, and it always seems in the shootout someone, just pops out at everyone, and it just people leave talking about him rather than the big names. And Miles Simon, is another one. 43-33. Darrell Brown, first shot is no good off the front of the rim. I remember a kid named Skip Honey Dip Wise played way back with Bernard King, and he really put on a show here. There have been some magical moments here at the shootout over the 25 years, and we're going to talk about some of the players. As Darrell Brown's second shot is up and good. 43-34, 1:54 to go. They get it up to Bain. Bain almost stolen away by Chris Island. Now Bain in the backcourt to Shannon Crooks. Crooks will take it himself. Picked up by Island. Island making him go left now. Shannon will take that. Now they call a play. Shot clock off the pick, and turnaround jumper is nothing but net. He's a shooter.
Quick shot, boy. He is tremendous with that jump shot.
45-34, back up to 11, 1:34 to go. Saunders picked up by Noah Coughlin. Coughlin got right in his face. Now he backs off. 21 on the shot clock, 1:27 on the game clock for the first half. Once again, Brown, this time blocked nicely. Ref get on my way that time, but blocked by Jason Smith. The Smith got up high. Darrell Brown had position, and Darrell Brown is, as we talked about, is a scorer.
He's a scorer. Jason Smith is a player who has really developed over the last year. He went from Roxbury out to Winchton, Mass, to Winchton Prep. Got seriously challenged out there, but also got the time to focus on developing as a student and a basketball player.
Another steal. Here comes Noah Coughlin. Oh, behind the back to the paint a little bit. Jonathan was a little bit too far under the basket. The ball was blocked by Dang. Back out to Gene Bain. Bain backs down that clock. 3-point clock is no good, a little bit long. Ball is knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Connecticut ball.
Dang blocked 2 in a row that time. Stayed right with it. Is he something?
Dang is a force, I'll tell you. 1:06 to go in the first half. It's been a great one here at UMass. The 25th annual Boston Shootout. And we're glad you tuned in. Edmund Saunders around Coughlin. Saunders, that time Coughlin got back and blocked the shot. Here comes Gene Bain. Bain has numbers. Bain to the peanut. Jonathan, got a traveling call that time as Jonathan couldn't control it. They had numbers that time. 53 seconds to go. Now Jonathan pressuring the backcourt. This is Alberto. Gets it up to Aju Dang, who's done just a little bit of everything here in the first half. Dang goes left, backs it out. As we told you, he's a shooter. He'll take that 3. Jarrell Brown. Brown had a nice first half. Now Saunders. Saunders the leading scorer.
I tell you, with Jason Smith out there and Dang, they should be going inside to Ajuaju a little bit more, I think.
That time they went down low to Chris Island. Island hit the jumper. 45-36. It's about a 6-second discrepancy on the shot clock and the game clock. Now Coughlin. Coughlin is whacked that time by Jarrell Brown. Not in the bonus yet with 21 seconds to go in the first half. So the shot clock will be off. There's 21.3 seconds left to go in the game clock in the first half. Shot clock is off. Now Jonathan DePina has it way up top around Chris Island. Jonathan down low, shot clock, turnaround, jumper clock, nothing but net. He's a shooter, believe me. They got to find that kid early. Now Edmund Saunders, 47-36. Saunders being pressured by Coughlin. Coughlin doing a great job on Saunders. Coughlin all over the court. Gets it to DePina. DePina back. Jonathan all the way in. Loses it. It's going to be a foul on the play as Jonathan took it all the way in with 0.8 seconds left on the game clock.
Boston is doing this with defense, and they haven't let up one bit yet.
No, Coughlin, really impressive all over the court. He's really in Edmund Saunders' shirt, and Jonathan will go to the line. Let's see what the call is here. They're having a little conference. Having a conference at the scorer's table, so we're not really sure. Jonathan's at the line nonetheless. They're going to give him 2 shots. That's what they were talking about, Charlie, whether he was fouled before the shot or in the process of shooting, and the ref said he was fouled in the process of shooting. So he'll get 2. As Q Randall comes back in the lineup, replacing Jason Smith. We have less than a second to go. 0.8 on the game clock. Jonathan DePina shooting 2 shots. There you see Jonathan.
Coach Smith is really working the refs. I think this is just in preparation for the second half. I know he knows that he's not going to get a change in the call, but maybe a change in the way the game is called in the second half.
I'll take that. Or maybe the way the game is being played, the tempo. It's really Boston's tempo. As Jonathan, second shot is up, and he gets 1 of the 2.
It's Boston's tempo right now, Brian, because they're doing it on the defensive end.
Long shot is no good as the buzzer sounds ending the first half. It's been a great one here as Boston is going to lead with a 12-point lead at halftime, 48-36. Don't go away. We have 20 minutes left in this one, and anything could happen, Charlie, so don't go away. This is Brian Wallace with Charlie Titus. After first, 1 half the score. Boston 48, Connecticut 36. We'll be back with second half action right after these messages.